The cows love sprouts. Absolutely love them. They strip all the sprouts off and then they eat the stalks. Good morning. We're back at the coos this morning. Gonna bed them up. Bed is still here. I thought that would have been gone by the time I got back from the holidays, but it's still here. So we'll keep going with these square bales, get rid of them. Oh, got the trough up. Oops. What a mess. Coos will soon sort that out. Bale number 2. Tell you what, it is a corker of a day. It's not been this good in a while. I think it's been raining all week when I've been away. It is cold, very cold this morning, -3, -4, but lovely, lovely. Smashing. Hey pal. Bedder's getting picked up on Wednesday. It's Monday today. Salesman just popped in there, so he's going to come in on Wednesday and pick it up. Bought something off salesman maybe a month ago now, and it's arriving in a few days, so keep an eye out for that. Right, I need to get a couple of pieces of this. Need one of these 2-metre lengths down the base, and 2 of these shorter pieces, which are 800mm. It's one of these lengths I'm needing. So this is the top and the bottom of the stone grape, and all those are the uprights along the back of it. Anyway, I need to take one of these to get holes cut in it, and 2 of these shorter pieces. Oh, like a glove. It is perfect, just fits. Had to take Baxter's wee cage out, but anyway. Right, we'll go and see if the machinists along the road can do what I'm needing. I've never actually used them before. They do pick up the drawings and a couple of collets. Right, rapid engineering. They are only 5 minutes from home, and I've actually never used them before, but I'm speaking to them in there, and they do quite a lot of stuff. They can weld aluminium, they can weld titanium, they can weld anything, which is quite handy because quite a lot of the shop things, there's a lot of aluminium, there's a lot of stainless stuff in there in the farm shop, so quite handy knowing they can do all that here. So I've left the steel. They're hopefully going to be able to do it this week. They've got some big Haas CNC machines which look lovely. If I won the lottery, I would buy myself a Haas CNC machine. Right, in a tractor for the first time in a wee while. Gonna nip along the road with a trailer. There's some horse dung that needs shifted out the road into dung midden, so we'll do that. Kev's been putting new metal onto that plough this morning. He's all finished with that. Just putting the front weight on, then he's gonna nip away to a secret destination. Right, we're in action, big man. Off we go. We have an old chill that just came out last week, and there's the panels that make it all up. If anyone's looking for an old chiller unit to hang venison carcasses or whatever, get in touch. Yard 2. Hey Doug. This is his first go in the tractor. This is a pile of horse dung, so there'll be 2 loads maximum. There's no geese sitting out there for once, that's nice. Horse dung. It's good enough to go straight back into the cattle, to be honest. We're loaded up. It's not really a full load, but we'll get the rest in the next one. Kev's just arrived there with a flatbed, and there's a pile of silage bales to shift along the road, or he's going to take a load anyway. Because we're needing to shift the cows over from ammonia straw onto silage. We do that a month before calving, just because there's better nutrition in the silage versus the ammonia straw, so that they're in a really good condition when they're coming to calve. Not fat, not chunky, not too thin, just bang on in the middle, and they've got all the nutrition they need so that they can push out the calf when they're at calving time. Same for the calf. The calf's doing most of its growing right now, or the last month anyway. That's where the majority of the growth's done, the last 2 weeks. So we do want a calf to have good nutrition as well. It also increases the nutrition of the colostrum. So when a calf comes out and gets a drink, it's getting full of good nutrients, it's getting full of all the antibodies it's needing. Load number 1, done. What a day. Load number 2, should be the last one. Smashing. Tiny wee bit left. All the creaks and cracks, squeaks and squawks. Cracking. Lovely, jovely. What we need now is longer nights, because it's only 3:45 right now and the sun's just about to kick away. That's the worst thing about winter. The mornings are dark, the nights are dark. I'm glad I don't work in an office where you go to the office when it's dark and you leave when it's dark and you don't see sunlight all winter. Kev's getting that loaded up. Happy days, then we can get the cows switched over. This is our bale spike, the forks. That's another thing I need to make, is a bale spike for the front of the forklift. One for shifting round bales would speed this job up massively, not one at a time. You could get 3, 1, 2, 1 on top, bang, whack on the trailer, job done. It's in a greening zone, this silage, when it got made, so it's kind of halfway to hay. Actually, it's probably most of the way to hay. Loaded up, strapped down, Kev's taking the forklift all the way back up. Just spotted a hole in the ground there, so not sure what it is. I don't know if this water's been travelling underneath and drawn the soil down. Yes, that's exactly what's happened. It's a fairly large hole, be about 1 metre deep. Just with all the water we've had. Just water flowing underneath a bit of a shelf really, and soil's dropped down. Look at your chops, they're covered in dust. Whoa. Done with this trailer for now. Smashing. Okay, the back of the shop I was going to tell you about. Here, the lights. So, this partition that they put up there, that goes into the farm shop. There's a new steel beam to go in here to take the load, because there was a load bearing pillar in there that had to come out. Beam's gone in there to cover the load. So in that channel there, that was the original wall of the farm shop. Where I'm standing right now, this slither used to be shop floor, joined onto all what's out there. So the joiners built a partition round about it so we could knock through all of this, put the beam up, concrete in this gap, finish all this room off, and then all it's to do is whack that partition out and it's now part of the shop. Just means there's no disruption, the shop runs as normal. I'll go to the other side of this wall, I'll show you what it looks like. Some lights in here. Over there, that's the partition at the back there that I was on the other side of. So you can imagine that wall used to run all the way down there. There was units like that running down there. There was a chill in there, there was all sorts. But now we've got rid of all that, built a partition, finished everything inside of there, and then this partition can come down and that'll be a new part of the shop here. If you've been before, here's your bearings, that's where the butcher is. That's where the partition is into the new bit. We're getting there. This is kind of the last piece of this run of extension from the farm shop. All the other bits we've been doing for the last 6 months, they haven't been shop space at all or cafe space. They've just been stores, chillers, stuff out the back. Haven't done much work on that in quite a few years, so that was the bit of the farm shop that was needing updated. It's the bit that hurts the most because there's no immediate return on it. It's like, okay, we build this wee new bit of shop, it gives you new shop space, it gives you potential to sell more products. All the back of the shop, there's no like visible return from all of that, but you have to do it. But if you don't have that, you can't then make changes and make this area bigger. I was trying to liken that scenario to something in farming, but it's quite tricky to match two things up. It's like buying land. Like if we built a new bit of shop space, that's like buying land because it's productive land. Whereas building out the back of the farm shop, making that bit better, it's more like building new grain storage. You're not making more product, you're not being more productive. You're being more efficient, but it doesn't really affect your front of house output, if you get what I mean. I'm not explaining it very well, so anyway, good night.